We are getting started with game one right now, by the way, so good news for you there. It looks like 56% of Twitch chat didn't trade much, kind of like me. 30% never traded. That's surprising. I thought people would have traded at some point. 10% every month, 5% every week, 2% of you every day. Yeah, I guess it varies. But yeah, there's a very hardcore community for trading who are pretty upset about it being removed. But for me, it's not that impactful. So I never really did it that much. Okay, let's get into game one. We are started. We're underway with NA, well, the NA portion of the stream today. And it's apparently Jack's return to Salt Mine 3. He didn't have a good stage 1. He couldn't play in stage 2 at all. And now he's back to try and win his group and qualify for Salt Mine 3 finals. First stop, taking down his teammate, who is trying to regain from a disappointing stage 2 where he finished 5th place in his group. That was not the follow-up from a stage 1 victory that pretty much any of us were expecting. But if you look at the individual group stage results from both stages, Firstkiller has had lots of close games. Even when he was struggling in stage 2, he was still going to game 5 a lot. When he was winning in stage 1, he was going to game 5 a lot. In group stage, he has been very, very close with most of the players he's played. So I'm sure he's going to be just fine here, but which kind of Firstkiller we're going to get remains to be seen. Jack recently has looked phenomenal in qualifying for this stage. He dominated the promo relegation tournament. He's feeling mechanical, he says, and he's going to need to. He's going to match up well against FK, who is always feeling mechanical. Jack not respecting the ground pinch from Firstkiller there, not from that angle. Firstkiller not respecting Jack's flick there, knowing that Jack's tendencies not usually to give the ball away when he has control. Yeah, I'm sure my channel doesn't have the most... I'm not trying to say that the poll we just did about trading is an indication of the entire Rocket League community. But yeah, I just wanted to see out of the viewers here, the 1v1 viewers, the esports viewers here, how much are they trading? I thought it would be more, honestly, because of the outrage in social media. But yeah, obviously there's a big community that are completely separate from esports. And no goals so far. We're almost halfway through the game and there's still 0 goals, even though Firstkiller's had 4 shots, Jack's had 3 shots, both players have 3 saves. Will Jack be able to break the deadlock with a reset low? No, he can't. Firstkiller able to stop that one, and he shrugs off the bump as well. Gets going with a counter-attack and opens to scoring almost exactly halfway through the game. That was really well done by Firstkiller to just shrug off that bump from Jack. A lot of players would have gone flying there. Yeah, both these players are very familiar with each other after a year of competing against each other in RLCS. They've matched up plenty times in ranked 1v1, both recently and all time. Well, Firstkiller not really respecting Jack's flick there, but looks like it paid off as he comes away with the ball. It's a beautiful ceiling shot by Firstkiller. Smooth transition. He's had most of the pressure in this game so far, but Jack's beat him to the punch on that one. Great call from Jack. Anticipating Firstkiller's movement and getting his first goal of the game as well. It's been a knife edge between these two for pretty much every play in this game. Now Firstkiller with a chance off the ceiling to make it 2-1. Catch and the flick on target. What a shot by FK. Jack was covering the far post there. Didn't expect Firstkiller to dart to the side of the ball and cuts it back across him. Firstkiller looking like a return to form right now compared to that stage 2 struggle that we talked about. Oh, Jack's giving the ball away here. That's going to be 3-1 for Firstkiller. Jack had an advantage. He played for a very precise touch and ended up missing entirely. He's trying to play that straight down the line, maybe on target even. You know, down the line would have probably made more sense, just to guarantee the hit. Stay in an advantage position. He's going to be in one here though, and it's an open net for Jack not to miss, surprisingly, perhaps. We're back to 1 goal separating the 2 players. Remember that game win-loss is a big deal in this format, not just about the series win, it's also about this game score. Well, Jack's jumped into Firstkiller's goal there. Must have been expecting Firstkiller to sit on the ground for a little bit longer. Into the air goes FK. He's got a lot of boost left over here, but he messes up. That does concede possession to Jack, who's got a free shot at it, which is in. Well, that's a big mistake. Massive overextension by Firstkiller. So he gave away the ball, and then he went for the boost as well. I'm not sure it would have mattered. Jack did have a free touch on it. That is a rare overextension for Firstkiller to allow Jack back into the game. Firstkiller almost brought dead stop on that kickoff. He's got time to go for the back corner boost. Jack finds dribbling with low boost. Sets up the boost steal at the far side. Firstkiller somewhat tripped on the post there. Let's give Jack another shot at this. Jack looking to get past Firstkiller at the near post. Firstkiller very much in the way of him there. And once again, he's able to avoid the bump on the recovery. Great composure by Firstkiller. A lot of players would have spun out there when they land on top of their opponent like that, but Firstkiller does not unnecessarily steer. Kept himself moving in the direction his momentum is already going in. Jack faking the aerial takeoff there. He said he cuts in field. Oh, what a save by Firstkiller. Has he got this? Oh, he doesn't quite. Well, Jack did well. Mixing it up with the direct shots on target and then the fly ahead bump. Firstkiller, it's actually done, I think, really well to come close to saving that, because that was a very unexpected position to go for a bump for Jack. Firstkiller nearly produced a spectacular save. Instead, it's 4-4. Firstkiller with a wall shot. Only concedes possession though. This time Jack will play for the off the wall air dribble. He's got a reset early. Had to use a bit of boost to get back to the ball. Pops it on target. Firstkiller saved. And now chases down Jack to start putting the pressure on him. It will be a turnover of possession. Back corner boost spawns for FK. Jack's in the area, but he doesn't want to challenge here. He knows Firstkiller's got plenty of touches planned. If he doesn't challenge, Firstkiller's going to shoot on target and score. What a shot by Firstkiller. It's so difficult to generate power when you're straight onto the ball like this. Where there's one player who's always been good at getting max power from any position. It's this guy. Firstkiller, one game up in 15 seconds. Unless Jack can do something about it. That's a good start though. Jack with the trip and the boost grab. A nice angle in his approach, and he wants another bump. Firstkiller able to close the gap though. And with that boost grab, he will be able to secure the game. Of course, Firstkiller is going to double it in because he can. And it's convincing 6-4 at the end of it all. Firstkiller is back in business. I don't think I mentioned it this game, but I do love to see the Octane Firstkiller. Very nostalgic feel here. Looking mechanical and already giving Jack problems in his return to the main event. Yeah, shout out to ApparentlyJack and Smellsworth, my partners in crime for thenextrank.com, !TNR in Twitch chat or YouTube description for the link. If you haven't already signed up for the mailing list, you are welcome to do so. You'll get access to all the unlisted videos we've recorded for you guys to help you get better at the game. And yeah, feedback on these appreciated as we continue to build the course, which will release early 2024. Discount code still available if you sign up early for free. That's a decent game one for Jack. I don't think he's going to be too disappointed with how he played overall, but he's going to need to be very careful with how well Firstkiller has played in this game. Because Firstkiller, when he's in this kind of form, is a player that needs to be respected. You have to expect full power from every shot. You have to expect perfect recoveries every time. Let's see how Jack's going to try and get in under his skin and claw this one back. Beast Mode Daniel tied 1-1. AJ 1 game up over CRR, and Wavy 1 game up over Skippy. Chronic over Cosmic 1-0. And Diaz still looking deadly in Salt Mine 3 NA with the 1-0 lead on Evo. Game 2 in the what is half Gen G group. I talked to Jack about his expectations in this stage of Salt Mine 3. He's confident. He's feeling very good about how he's playing. I think he just recently hit rank 1 in 1v1, so that's obviously got him feeling great about his chances. But it's always been about how you could perform in the day, how you could perform in a series when it comes to competitive Rocket League, and especially for 1v1. Jack really struggled in stage 1 of the competition. He's forced Firstkiller back into his own net there. That'll give Jack a chance to continue the attack, but Firstkiller closes the gap on him. Bit of a careless first touch there by ApparentlyJack. He could have controlled that. He invited Firstkiller to enter the play. And now it looks like a fairly even position. Oh, good demo though by Jack. And he keeps his momentum to swing back into position quickly. And looks for the flick top bins. It is saved. Jack's playing the long game here. Boost secured. Look at the speed of Firstkiller with his recoveries though. Jack trying to force the issue here, but Firstkiller has found time to grab the back corner boost. Jack actually shoots this one into the post. He didn't have a lot of time to get around that before Firstkiller closed the gap. Still all Jack in offense though. Pass to himself off the crossbar and 1-0. Jack 5 shots to his name, 1 goal. But a well-timed flick gets the first goal for him. Really well done to notice Firstkiller's likelihood of challenging there. Firstkiller's actually boomed the post. That was an open bottom corner. He might have a second chance at it. Indeed he does. Jack gave him a bit too much space. And Firstkiller scores anyway. 1-1. You know, mistake from Firstkiller mechanically to miss the first shot, but Jack got it all wrong afterwards. Firstkiller's been bumped miles out of position here, but Jack doesn't have a lot of boost available to him. He's playing most of his flicks to gain small advantages. You know, if you watched Jack and I casting Spatos Skippy together in the promo relegation tournament that just happened for NA Saltmine 3, you'll know that he talked very highly of Zapatos' midfield flick. Just that early flick that isn't looking to score, it's just looking to gain an advantage on your opponent. He's used a ton of those already in this series, showing that he's not just recognizing it from his opponent's success when he played Zapatos, but also trying to integrate that more into his own game as well. Jack with the big boost advantage. Firstkiller's got to be careful. Jack's looking for the demo on him. Firstkiller's elusive as ever and keeping his momentum up in the position. He even finds a way to play this into space as well. Now it's boost advantage the Firstkiller. Jack evens that out, and actually Firstkiller's lost control of the ball. Rare to see Firstkiller losing control like that. Jack's well absorbed his challenge, well misreads the bounce on the wall though, and he had to adjust to get the goal here, because he didn't get the read correct on that first bounce. He thought it was going to be a bit lower. Bounced way over him. Luckily for Jack, he had enough time to turn around and stick it in the bottom corner. Now Jack with all the options in the world, he goes for the highest of them all. Oh, the timing by Jack is immaculate. 3-1. The high bounce of the takeoff had Firstkiller pre-jumping early, and then Jack with downward momentum still manages to lift the ball up and over Firstkiller with the flip reset. He's definitely still looking mechanical in this matchup, even though Firstkiller tends to be the more mechanical player when these two play. Jack is, you know, such a sneaky player in ones and such a smart player in ones. And when he's able to keep the mechanics battle as even as it is right now, never mind, he's missed an open net. But yeah, usually when Jack can play mechanically, he's just on a different level, because he can combine that with his Rocket League IQ and make life an absolute nightmare for his opponents. But yeah, I guess he didn't want that one. 3-1 for Jack. He's been bumped a little bit here. Got to be careful. Firstkiller can boom that, and does. And Jack takes it under control, respects the long-range shot, and gets started again from his own half. Oh, it's Jack with a flick double tap attempt. It's gone low, and Firstkiller did not jump. So now Jack's under pressure. Firstkiller with the air roll shot. Jack saves it. Firstkiller pretty all in there, but Jack more so in order to keep it out of the net. That shows how confident Jack is with his mechanics right now. To go for a flick double tap from that position is extremely risky on a 3-1 lead. It almost paid off, and it didn't backfire for ApparentlyJack. Firstkiller looking to get the ball past Jack. It seems like he has, but can he get it past him again? Yes, he can. It's 2 goals for Firstkiller. Jack with the fake ceiling challenge. Got Firstkiller to pull the trigger early, but look at that last touch by Firstkiller. To take the ball again away from ApparentlyJack. Absolutely ridiculous. And the mid-air adaptation, it's going to be wonderful to watch if these two continue to mind game each other as they did right there. Jack with the early shots off the wall. Firstkiller intercepts it. He has a back corner boost as well. Jack sticking around to play one more touch before he's forced to back down for now. And the early flick by Firstkiller is absolutely crucial. He's got all the time in the world. Won't miss from there. He just knew Jack was challenging. And he's tied the game with 22 seconds to go. Perfect flick by Firstkiller. Even better awareness. And now Jack's messed up his kickoff. Firstkiller saw it and just waits for Jack to fly past the ball. Jack tried to recover after single jumping by mistake. Or no, even worse, he double jumped. This is probably the worst thing that can happen when you mess up your kickoff. He didn't even have a flip to recover with. Tried to fly into a blocking angle, anticipating a shot from Firstkiller. Firstkiller just waited. And now with 19 seconds to go, it's Jack who trails from a 2-goal advantage and an open net in his back pocket. Now losing with just 10 seconds to go. Jack trying to be sneaky there, pass the ball off himself from the near post area. Oh my goodness, he's ground pinched this one. It's going to bounce wide into a nightmare position for Jack. So yeah, he just knows Firstkiller's going to drop this, and if Jack reverses in, Firstkiller's going to hit it over him. 2-0 Firstkiller. Jack kind of throwing that second game there with, well, that open net miss is really the moment that cost him what could have been a 4-1 lead. And then, of course, the failed kickoff as well. Firstkiller mercilessly accepted the 1-goal donation. Let's bring in the blimp and see what else is happening in Group A and also in Group B. Well, this is Group B, Firstkiller and ApparentlyJack, part of it. But let's see what's happening in the other matches here. We've got Daniel 2-1 on his teammate Beast Mode. We've got CRR 1-1, bringing back a game there against AJ. Wavy still beating Skippy 2-0 now. Evo brings it back against Diaz. And no more results yet from the Cosmic versus Chronic series. Let's see if Chronic can continue to improve. He made an improvement between stage 1 and 2, went from top 8 to top 4. And now he's looking to take it one step further in the big stage. The main stage, Salt Mine 3 finals, just 1 week away. Already a nightmare start for ApparentlyJack. If he wants to make Salt Mine 3 finals, he needs to beat Firstkiller. Well, he needs to, no, if not beat Firstkiller, he needs to win the group. And you're not going to win the group easily if you can't get a game against Firstkiller in your first match. Jack down by 2. Yeah, he'll definitely feel like he threw the end of that last game, but there's nothing that he could do in this one. 7 seconds in, Firstkiller has flipped on him with a reset. And that's just too good. Way too much power from Firstkiller. It's not just about the series result, it's about the game score as well. If Jack wants to have any chance of topping the group, he has to be taking games in matchups like this one. If you get swept, then you're just running the risk of losing out on a game diff tiebreaker later on. Jack's just got to take it one game at a time now. Look at the power from Firstkiller. Just too great. It's 2-0. Jack knew this was always an option for Firstkiller, but knowledge is only part of the battle. You've got to act on it, and Firstkiller has struck it over him to punish Jack's over-aggression. And Jack off the sidewalls. Direct air dribble. Tight angle double. Oh, he's done well there. Controls it so that he can score on the recovery. Very creative there by Jack, just playing the ball away from Firstkiller's challenging angle. Knowing that there's not really any rush. Firstkiller's going to be way out of the game with that challenge. Jack has fallen off. I wouldn't say he's fallen off after just 2 games, but I'd probably credit this one more to Firstkiller. Jack had a couple of mistakes, yes, but Firstkiller's playing phenomenally well. He really does look like he's back at his best after a disappointing stage 2. Jack looking to control Firstkiller's challenge, can't do so. Look at this shooting by Firstkiller. He just absolutely booms the ball every time. Fantastic hit. Such an underrated aspect of Rocket League. On the volley, look how much power he can generate. Jack was in the area, but unable to make a save. You know, the pressure that puts on Jack cannot be underestimated. Jack's just got to respect power shots even more now, because although Firstkiller is known for this, and he always does have consistent power shooting ability, when he's doing it this well, you just have to be even more worried about it. Now, Firstkiller's all in there. Jack can convert if he puts it between the posts and under the bar at the same time. Look at him go, he's managed it. Jack versus the open net now, a tie game as he gets revenge from last game's miss. But he has got so much more work to do here. Firstkiller's in phenomenal mechanical form. He's got the basics right, he's got the complicated things right as well. Firstkiller with a delayed catch there that Jack had to respect. And Jack's got so much space to play with here. Curious what he's going to do with it. He's going to get straight into the air. He had to use a lot of boost there, but what a catch by Jack! Well, if you invest that much boost in the setup, you've got to make something happen. That's exactly what he's done. Fakes the flick across the goal, makes it look like he's instead going to go for a low 50, and then instead accelerates it across the goal, but low and underneath Firstkiller's challenge. Firstkiller looking to retake the lead with the off-the-wall air dribble. Jack's in the air for this one, can't make contact. He was playing the flip reset. The Firstkiller just air dribbled it over him. Perfect mix-up by Firstkiller. You can see that Jack was trying to land a challenge at the exact moment Firstkiller would have been flip resetting. But Firstkiller didn't go for a flip reset, he just hit the ball over the incoming challenge. And is he going to mix it up again here? You bet he is. Ceiling double tap into a catch for Firstkiller. He's actually got the ball past Jack here, but used too much boost to get back to it. And Jack straight down the middle. Air dribble bump. Connects big time. And Firstkiller in an attempt to dive back to the ball. Could not get there in time. Huge connection by Jack there. Firstkiller landed on the crossbar, but still couldn't get back to it. That's a good bump by ApparentlyJack as well. Could be taking an advantage here. He wants to control the ball, but Firstkiller just calls his bluff. Oh, what a call by Firstkiller. What a read. Completely out of boost. Pops it over Jack's head and correctly predicts that Jack will not want to boom that. If Jack hit that into Firstkiller's half, Firstkiller would have had control. Jack wanted to take control for himself with a dribble. Firstkiller did not give him time to get it started. The massive prediction. And he could be about to go up by 2. Indeed he is. Firstkiller with the kickoff goal. ApparentlyJack getting hard red there, not just in midfield play, but also with the kickoff game. He's side onto the ball. Firstkiller goes straight through it. Jack not able to read which side would be Firstkiller's strong side. This time he is so. And he does have enough power with his shot as well to get it to go through. Jack's still in a lot of trouble in this series here. Firstkiller's playing so well. Jack gonna test him one more time. Of course, Firstkiller's equal to that shot, as he so often is. Firstkiller flicks at the only time Jack could be challenging. But Jack's counter-attack is a quick one, and that's a decent hook shot to set up the boost steal. Goes for the other boost as well. Jack playing for the boost battle right now. And now he's got Firstkiller extremely compromised. Well worked goal by Jack. Didn't rush, stole both boosts, and then forced it through Firstkiller, who is probably still scared of the air dribble bump there after the earlier one Jack's hit. Now Jack gonna have the ball in his own back corner here. In fact, no, he can't get there before Firstkiller. Look at the speed of FK. Jack respected him well on that occasion. Firstkiller taking a soft touch in midfield. Flick only gives the ball to Jack on this pass through the goal, and Firstkiller shadowing so close. Jack fakes a flick, tries to play it into the boost steal again. He just has a real hard time turning and challenging in these positions because Firstkiller's threatening shots constantly. Jack looks like he might have won back possession here. Big bump onto Firstkiller, who's trying to recover. Jack's first touch doesn't go too high. He has to fly back down and catch it. Firstkiller reads the follow-up well. It's Firstkiller with the mid boost. Firstkiller with the off-the-wall air dribble. And Jack is able to read it. Sidewall double is on, but he can't get there. Jack's still going to be able to recover, but that was on. Not too far away from scoring from distance. Oh my goodness, Firstkiller's rattled the post. But Jack survives, and now here he comes, going the other way. It's a low shot, and it's good to give Jack his first lead. What a snap that had with the shot. 90 kilometers an hour, right underneath Firstkiller. Was expecting Jack to dodge earlier. 31 seconds to go. Jack definitely elevating, rising to the challenge. But he's got more work to do. Firstkiller immediately puts the pressure back on him. I think Jack might have survived it though. Break check makes Firstkiller miss. Firstkiller looking to pass the ball to himself. Jack cuts him off. Jack keeping the shot alive here, even though he's on low boost. Wants to back off to mid, but he might have left the door open for Firstkiller. Well, Jack's actually been bumped very favorably there into a position he can recover from. Didn't get the back corner boost, but he didn't need it, so it's probably not going to matter. Jack just seconds away from securing a game. Will he be able to do it? Firstkiller's making it very tricky for him to get this ball down, but now he will. And it won't be a sweep. Apparently Jack is on the board in game 3. You know, between this and the last game, which Jack will consider a throw, he's probably going to be feeling quite confident now. Might be a strange thing to say, you know, when you throw a game, why would you be confident? But, you know, Jack will know that that was his game, and this one he obviously won it. So he's able to produce consistent advantages against Firstkiller like that, then he definitely has a chance in the matchup. This is even against Firstkiller playing well. So, I mean, Jack he's had some mistakes, but he is playing a good series overall, making Firstkiller work for this. Now, let's take a look at what's happening elsewhere in the first round of the competition. It looks like we've got some confirmed matches for you guys. Wavy has swept Skippy in Skippy's Saltmine main event debut. The game scores there were 6-5, 8-7, 7-1, so close games in the first two. And then Wavy dominated game 3. Daniel 3-1 over Beast Mode. Interestingly, the first 2 games there were very one-sided. 6-1 for Daniel, then 8-2 for Beast Mode, before Daniel started to control the series a little bit more. 4-2, 3-2 in the last 2 games. Very low-scoring stuff. Diaz and Chronic both 2-1 up. Now Cosmic is actually looking to reverse sweep Chronic there. He took the... Yeah, it looks like he took the 3rd game after going 2-0 down. That means that both Cosmic and ApparentlyJack in Group B are looking for reverse sweeps at the same time against Gen G players. It's a strong challenge by Jack. He's actually doubled it backwards into defense, which is not going to work in his favor here, but he does still have a continuation. Yeah, it looks like Jack has accidentally given the ball away there. Was probably expecting Firstkiller to back off into the corner and grab boost, and he tried to shoot it first time. By doing so, he just hit it straight at Firstkiller. That was, of course, something that Firstkiller could easily use to his advantage. Firstkiller immediately into the air to retake control as Jack sets up a air dribble off his back wall. Jack's challenge nearly bounces in off the ceiling, but it's going to go harmlessly wide of the net. And you can see the fear from the long shot. Jack doesn't want to give Firstkiller a long shot. Firstkiller tripping Jack here. A bit of a mistake. He could have demoed him. Yeah, Jack is so scared to stay around in Firstkiller's half any longer than he absolutely needs to. Because he knows at any second Firstkiller could be absolutely blasting the ball the entire length of the pitch into his net. Firstkiller with a defensive double tap to try and waste some time. He's up so quickly there, even with low boots. Firstkiller still quick to the punch. Jack underestimated him, and he's been punished again. It's 2-0 in game 4. Yeah, Jack must have just thought that Firstkiller was completely out of boost there, but he had enough left over to get up to the ball. Played it very safely as well. Nice little ceiling bounce pass to himself, just in case Jack was up quickly as well. Nothing on there for Firstkiller, just rolling the ball wide, but he's got the recovery. Jack trying to test him from distance, but that's rarely going to work against Firstkiller. He's so known all time for being able to quickly get across his goal. Oh wow, what a commitment by FK. Loses out in the race to the back corner boost as a result, but wins the mid boost after a brief retreat. The follow-through demo is good. Firstkiller just drives straight through the ball, demos Jack, and then quickly turns around to try and score at blistering pace. He's given it away though. Well, nice trip by Jack. Firstkiller didn't slow down there for a split second, but Jack saw where he was going to be, and that's a really nice trip and catch at the same time by Jack. Even though he had no boost, he's still able to come away with the first goal of the game for him. Yeah, a lot of these games are low scoring because these players know each other so well. They're actually defending each other very well. Oh, what a play by Firstkiller. Jack knew Firstkiller didn't have a flip, so he lunged in to challenge as the ball was in his downward trajectory, but Firstkiller hits him with a pogo shot. Just gets the ball moving that little bit earlier than Jack expected. 3-1, Firstkiller baits in Jack. Makes it look like he's lost control. Well, of course, he still had control. When does he never have control? Jack looking for the ceiling shot. Denied by Firstkiller. Oh, the recovery is horrendous by Jack on this occasion. Firstkiller could have even stopped that in the goal line for a second, but either way, it will be 4-1 for Firstkiller. Jack kind of forcing the issue here and running into Firstkiller's shadow defense. Firstkiller has been absolutely brilliant. There's no denying him. When he's in this kind of form, I think he's the favorite to win the whole thing. Daniel's been the consistent performer at the top level for NA. Oh wow, Jack actually got the demo here. Just managed to lean up into it. Barely clipped Firstkiller's hitbox. That's incredible. It looked like he was going to miss, but he just tagged him. Gets his second goal of the game. Jack thinking about fighting for the back corner boost here. He can't get there though. And you know what that means. Firstkiller's booming it in. This is why you just cannot overstep the mark by a millimeter against Firstkiller. The second that you're out of position, he is going to absolutely boom it on target. Every time max power, every time perfect placement. Doesn't matter where you put this guy on the pitch, he knows how to hit the ball into your net with the maximum amount of power. 2 minutes left. Firstkiller baiting in Jack. Now you're dribbling the ball high into the air. He didn't want to challenge there, apparently, Jack. Firstkiller just controlling it beautifully now. Oh, he gets demoed though. Jack was able to catch up with him. That could be crucial. Jack passes to himself. Rebounds straight down the middle, but Firstkiller saves it just to frustrate Jack even more. Firstkiller is so cautious with this position, making himself very difficult to demo. Now it's Jack with the flip reset attempt. Firstkiller blocks that as well. He's got no boost, but he's still surviving for a long time here. And now he's evened out the boost disparity. Jack's going to build it back up again. But can he get that killer blow that he's looking for? Firstkiller's reading every move he makes. Jack's running out of boost just when he needs that little bit more. Now the flip reset looks like his best chance yet. And it is going to go through for Jack. Third goal of the game. Still 2 behind. But he can break through Firstkiller's defense if he has enough time and gets those consecutive boost steals. It's funny seeing people in chat call something cringe in a 10k tournament. Well, this third stage is actually technically a 25k tournament for NA, 25k tournament for EU, so yeah, anything goes. No cringe here. 25k in 1v1 is the same as 75,000 in 3v3. Oh, Jack's placement's just not good enough here. Walking straight into Firstkiller's save. His turn is also a little bit sluggish. Firstkiller in control of the series, in control of the game. He's frustrated Jack to no end in this game. Jack is trying desperately to get away into the play, and Firstkiller's just running the clock down. And now the ball will be Jack's if he can control it, which he will. Firstkiller's not leaving him alone though. Not giving him any easy possessions. Jack wants to demo. Firstkiller runs away from it as well. Jack still has time, but he needs to score here if he's going to have it in his own control. Again, Firstkiller is too good with a save, and that might be it for game 4. It might be it for the series. Firstkiller's got 5 saves to his name. Some of them have been perfect reads on exactly where Jack's going to place it. Firstkiller is back and hands his teammate a loss in his return to Salt Mine 3. I'm loving the Firstkiller Octane, by the way. I said it earlier, this is such a throwback to previous Salt Mine Firstkiller. Previous iterations of Salt Mine Firstkiller, Salt Mine 1 and 2. I think he did play the Octane the entire way through. Always one of those cards that I think he can go back to, and will probably always have available to him if he wants to unlock the aggression and the mechanics. Yeah, looking at the both series highlights, brought to you by Chalkcast, the official podcast for Salt Mine 3. Like I said during the EU portion of the stream today, we're going to be looking to get some Chalkcast content recorded for you guys when CJ and myself are in America for the solo queue event this weekend. So yeah, we've got lots of in-person Chalkcast content, hopefully, for you guys to look forward to. Be sure to join the Discord and check out the content on YouTube, Spotify, etc., all the places. And yeah, if you can't get enough, we've also got more bonus content on Patreon, an ever-growing portfolio of content that you can access for the same cost as a Twitch sub. So it's a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Post-series stats going extremely evenly in field control. Boost edging towards Firstkiller and possession edging towards Firstkiller as well. That's a big one, obviously, because Jack is a very possession-based player in 1v1. Let's take a look at the other results from the other matches that are happening right now. We do have a bunch to report. Wavy and Daniel already won before this round got started, before this game got started, sorry. Yeah, Diaz has also confirmed another win, 3-1 over Evo. He is continuing his impressive group stage performances. And yeah, we've also got Chronic actually being reverse swept by Cosmic. Let me tell you the game scores here, because this is crazy. Game 1, Chronic beat Cosmic 5-4. Game 2, overtime, Chronic won at 6-5. Then between the next 2 games, Cosmic has won 6-1 and 7-0. I don't know what on earth happened between game 2 and 3, but that is a huge step up. Cosmic is currently reverse sweeping Chronic, if you want to watch that. It is happening on Corelli's channel. And yes, CRR AJ also in Game 5 on Dazarin's channel. We're going to go to a break here, but those are the places that you want to go if you want to watch more Salt Mine 3 content right now. But yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes with the setup for our next game, which is going to be, let me just check for you guys, it's going to be Daniel versus CRR. Can't wait for that one. Will it be CRR coming off a win or a loss? You can find it right now on Dazarin's channel.